What's up, YouTube, and welcome back to the Knicks Cave. I'm Jan, the Knicks fan, your host, and let's get right into it. But before we get into it, I want you to do me one small favor. I want you to hit that like button. I definitely want you to subscribe, leave a comment. You want to know when the next video going to drop? Hit the notification bell. Excuse me. All right, let's get into this video. I know y'all see the thumbnail. The New York Knicks bench dominate. Two rookies impress. There have been more than two rookies that's been impressive so far in this preseason, but I'm going to talk about and focus on just two of them. All right, but before we get on to them two, let's just talk about the domination of this game. And I know y'all going to say 6 points. 6 points is not a sign of domination, but you have to look what was thrown up against this team. And when I say domination, I mean because the New York Knicks bench was going up against the Charlotte Hornets starters. That's why you heard me, the starters. And it looked shaky in the beginning, but the bench came around. They kept up foot step by step. They didn't get blown out. And even when the reserve came out for the Charlotte Hornet, you have to look at how many people, I don't know why I'm stuttering. How many players that the coach played, that new coach, what's his name? Let me look over here real quick. Charles Lee, uh, 39 years old, young guy, been in the league for at least 10 years now. I'm finally getting his chance to run an NBA team. He played 13 guys. So you have to think about that's four extra fresh bodies that's being thrown at these reserve guys. And they did well. You know what I'm saying? The first person we're going to talk about, but before we talk about it, let's look at the stats real quick. I'm about to get ahead of myself. You know what I'm saying? I apologize for that. All right, let's just look at the Knicks, how the bench did against a starting unit. They came out, they shot 43% from the field, going 42 from 97. I mean, they was putting up shots, taking care of the ball. 16 for 45 from downtown, shooting 35%. They back up to the field goal. They shot 43%. If I said it, I think I said it. I apologize. Um, 73% from the free throw, 11 from 15, 59 rebounds, 17 of them coming off the offensive end, 28 assists, 28 assists, 28 assists. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's more than what we had the last game with the starters on the court. 3 steals and 2 blocks. We're gonna have to work on them blocks. I think the Knicks are gonna kind of have a little problem in with the blocking, but we'll see as the season go on. But Hooker Porty, we look like he will be a good deterrent. Even if he don't get the blocks, he will kind of throw the shooter off their course. All right, let's move on to the rest of the stats. And I want to talk about these guys. It's not going to be a long video, but the bench dominated. I don't care what nobody say. I'm tired of hearing this narrative about the Knicks bench could be their weakest link when all you see is improvement. If you look at the squad that we put out there last night, you know what I'm saying? Our bench, yes, second unit. That unit, in my opinion, could have beat some of the Knicks starting units in past years. What I mean by that, think about some of the rotations that we had to watch through the years of the New York Knicks being one of the worst teams in the NBA. I can't even think about some of the lineups because it hurts to think about the lineup that we had. The lineups, and the Knicks faithful, we still had hope. You know what I'm saying? We knew we wasn't gonna win the championship, but we were just hoping we can at least make the playoffs. But if you look at our bench is actually better than some of the teams that we had in the last 2 decades. That's just my opinion. Tell me how y'all feel about that in the comments, and I will reply. If you're a steady viewer of this channel, and you comment, I comment on every, I reply to every comment. You know what I'm saying? I reply to every comment. I try to. But like I said, if you been following me and rocking me and leaving comments, I answer every comment. Not to say follow, excuse me, I answer every comment. All right, let's get to 2 guys that's going to be very crucial on the second unit to the team. You know what I'm saying? And I think that we've seen some improvement from both these guys. I know when I get to Miles McBride and I start talking about playmaking, some people are going to say he only had 1 assist, but he was moving the ball. Some guys was missing shots. He was looking for people. It's just, in my opinion, he's at least 2 years and what he was ahead of what he was last year, especially when it comes to running the offense. He looked like he know what he's doing out there now, even though he's getting a little, what do you call them blinders on that sometimes, but it looked like he's going to be the focal point of the offense when Jalen Brunson and the rest of the starters sit down. That he's going to be one of the guys that Tibbs rely on to go out there and get points. And as you've been seeing, he's been doing this thing. You know what I'm saying? Hitting the jump shots, that mid range, that 15 to 16 footer, or maybe 12 footer, coming off the screens. His defense, we all knew about his defensive capabilities. But like, look at the video right here. Look at this move right here and how he get to the rim. You know what I'm saying? We were talking about having a guard that can break down the defense, and we're seeing some of that from Miles McBride. And not only is he breaking down the defense this year much better at a higher rate, he's shooting the ball very well. He started off slow, but he did end the game with 18 points. You know what I'm saying? On what? Shooting 7 from 19 from the field. He went 4 from 11 from downtown. 0 for 2. Well, he didn't get to the free throw line. And that's not from him, the lack of trying. That's from the lack of referee giving him the call, if you want to ask me. Just that's my opinion. Rebounds, he only had 1, 5 assists. This is what I mean. Well, I'm saying, actually, I got it, but I said I mixed. Let me back up. You know what I'm saying? I say he had 1 assist, and I meant to say 5 assists. So it fall right into what I meant talking about my playmaking. And I'm looking at the rebounds. But still, 5 assists is good. You know what I'm saying? And that's just to show you that he have grown with his playmaking abilities, in my opinion. At least in my opinion. I'm sorry for the confusion earlier. But yeah, he have grown from the first time that we see him step in the New York court in the New York uniform. And I'm gonna say this too before I move on to other players. The thing about the rookies that we seeing today on this team is they're getting minutes. So we are actually getting to see these guys really perform. And hopefully Tibbs will take notice of that and give these guys, or I'll say, have a little bit more faith and trust in these guys than he had in McBride. McBride been riding the bench, let's be real, sitting behind Emmanuel Quickly, R.J. Barrett, and whomever. Who got cut today? Elfrid Payton. He even sat behind Elfrid Payton. So this guy has, matured, grown, and gotten the support and the confidence of the team and the coaching staff. And I'm happy, dude. And I think this guy, in my opinion, he could be a starter one day. You know what I'm saying? And if you look at our bench, I'm going to say it again. That narrative of the New York Knicks bench is going to be their weak link. They got to throw it out the window. And I know it's just preseason. And that's why I want to put the emphasis on this game that Tibbs came out. He started the second unit because he wanted to see what he got. And, man, we got something special with the second unit. I don't think the second unit is going to miss a step. That's just my opinion. Peyton come out. I haven't got to see him play that much ball because I don't watch a lot of West Coast basketball. Sometimes I come home from work, I'm tired. So, he usually played on the West Coast with the Phoenix Suns. But you see that he can get to the rim. He can create for himself. He can create for others. He can hit the three-pointer. He got the floater. I mean, the kid is good. It's surprising that he's been on so many teams in his 10-year period in the NBA that he's just been shuffled around so much. But I'm glad he found a home with the New York Knicks. That's Elfrid Payton. Excuse me. Cam Payne. Excuse me, Payne. I don't know why. Them two guys remind me of one another. I'm not even going to lie. You Elfrid Payton and Cameron Payne, they just remind me of one another. But, yeah, I'm glad we got Payne on this team. He can do a lot of things. This second unit is going to really impress a lot of people. I think we're going to win the opener. I'm just going to be real because I think the New York Knicks bench is better than the Celtics. Right now, they have the Celtics, the favorite to repeat. Then they got the Thunder in the mix, and they got the Knicks there. So I think, this might be the New York Knicks year. All right, let's move on to another player that I think is going to be very, very crucial to our moving forward this season, playoffs, championship, hopeful, whatever you want to call it. That's Precious Achiuwa. And what we have been seeing from him in the last few games, in this preseason session, so far in the last 4 games, is much improved offense. You know what I'm saying? He is actually taking the ball and going to the hole besides looking to dish it off. I don't know how that's going to be if he happened to be on the floor with Jalen Brunson, but just the fact that he's going to the hole, power dunks, reverse layups. The guy's showing me so much I didn't know he had in his repertoire. When he came in that trade with Anunoby, we just like that's a throw-in. And he showed us last year, no, I'm not just a throw-in. But this year he's showing us that he can be a contributor, an important part of this team, an offensive threat, a defensive body, rebound machine. This guy can basically do everything that I didn't think he can do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie to you, Achua, I didn't think he was the player that he was. Again, he played with the Raptors. I didn't really watch too much Raptors unless they was playing the New York Knicks. I'm not gonna lie to you. Sometimes, only time I watch other teams, if it's the playoffs, I come home, I watch the Knicks, and once the Knicks go off, sometimes I will watch the Brooklyn Nets because of what? I'm from Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying? It's a New York team. Sometimes I will watch the Nets. The Nets used to be one of my favorite teams when it was in Jersey, but I'm a Knicks fan, so I got kind of upset when they crossed that bridge. Like, why are you trying to take the glory away from my home team? All right, but that's another story. I go off a little time. I was about to say, I get like the weave. But let's get into the rest of this guy who I want to talk about, and that's Hooker Porty. Or what I'm saying, Hooker Porty. You know what I'm saying? One of my guys came on and yo, you killing the name. It's not Hooker Porty, it's Hooker Porty. So let me try to keep this correct. It's Hooker Porty. Ariel Hooker Porty. What can I say about this kid? Y'all seen my last video when I was talking about he should replace Jericho Sims, and I still, matter of fact, it's double. You know what I'm saying? Like on opening night, I want to see him off the bench before I see Jericho Sims. I know Jericho Sims gave a lot to this team. He's given all that he could, in my opinion, but it's not good enough. You know what I'm saying? It's just not good enough when you compare what this young fella can do to what Sims can do. And some people would say their game is similar, but this guy, other than a little more height, wingspan, he's more mobile. That's why I got here, strong finisher. And when I see the movement, what I mean by movement is not only he move around, he move very well without the ball. He knows where to be at to get that alley-oop. Like Sims be looking for it, but in my opinion, he either come off that pick a little too late or he come off the pick a little too fast. They don't give the guy with the ball, whoever have the ball at the time, a chance to give him that perfect lob that they want to give him. So they just defer and take a shot or pass it off to somebody else. But this kid, he knows how to give that pick, that little pick and bump and get off that man and get to the rim. And as you've been seeing, and since the preseason start, he have gotten the alley-oop dunk every game. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, strong finisher around the rim, a deterrent around the rim. Also, he didn't get that many blocks tonight, one block, but he is a presence around the rim. You know what I'm saying? A deterrent. You know what I'm saying? They know he's there. If he don't get that block, he's going to get a hard foul, which I might to say he had 4 or 5 fouls last night. I would be concerned with that if he was our starting center, but being that he would come in as our backup center, them fouls that he got to give out to keep the game right, in my opinion. Sometimes you need to bring a guy in if they start centers or power forwards getting busy and our guys getting a little trouble. He come in and give him one of them hard fouls. Let's take it back to the 80s. He looked like he's one of them type of guys. The beard and the fro. Dude is young, but he look old. You know what I'm saying? And not to mention, we got another guy from Germany wearing number 55. So we know what happened last year with a guy that wore 55 and that was from Germany, and that was basically on a irrelevant basketball player. Nobody used to talk about Hartenstein the way they talked about him once he got on the New York Knicks. And look how we starting to talk about this kid, Hooker Porty. I got some video. I even showed a little video. You know what I'm saying, let's get some video of this kid up there while we talking. Before coming to the New York Knicks, played in Australia. In my opinion, that's the second best league on the planet. There's a lot of good guys, players that come out, get a chance to come over here and play, or a lot of our guys go over there and play. But Australia League is a very good league, second to only the NBA. That's my opinion. If some of you have a different opinion, and y'all somewhere else and y'all watching another league, I'm going to say the Australian League is the second best league in the world. And this guy has flourished over there. I mean, before his injury, he was doing things that could have put him as a first round pick in the NBA. Let's be real, you know what I'm saying? Do your homework on this kid. This kid is not just a bum. We just ain't hair bound because he played overseas. But I think this guy can come in my opinion. I'm just gonna be real and I'm gonna say it again. He is better than Jericho Sims. He is better than Jericho Sims, and I think he would give us more. He would give us what we need more so than Jericho Sims. And I know we, as a Knicks fans, you know, we want to give Jericho Sims a little more time. But this guy's coming out and he's doing the things that we want from our backup center that we know that can help us win games. I'm not going to say Jericho Sims can't help us win games, but I want my center to at least score 8 points a night. I'm not just saying that because he scored 8 points, and I'm going to say my backup center. I want something, and Jericho Sims consistently, I think he averaged somewhere around 2 to 3 points last year. Every now and then he'll break a double digits and score, rebounding. I mean, we know what Jericho Sims is capable of, but we can see this guy right now will have, in my opinion, is going to have a brighter future than Jericho Sims. That's just my opinion, and we're going to see come Friday night when the Knicks play the Washington Wizards and how Tibbs called his rotation. We're going to see who's the first man or the first big off the bench. And if it's him, Jericho Sims is heading down for the third string center. And he can't be mad, you know what I'm saying? Because he had all summer to put the work in. He just didn't do it. Now, let's just end this video with surprising play. I'm not going to say surprising. Well, I'm going to say surprising me, and I know a few of y'all. And on draft night, it had people saying, why did the Knicks draft this kid? And you think about it, we drafted him over Collect, and Collect have a more accomplished college career than he does. But we took this kid, and Rose seen something in this kid. And I'm going to be real, I like what I see in this kid. The kid can play basketball. And what I like about him, he's sneaky good. You know what I'm saying? Let's sum it up. Like, people like to call Cat soft. And he looked like he's soft, you know what I'm saying? He looked like he's soft and a pretty boy. But the guy got a game, you know what I'm saying? He can hit the three. He's mobile. He can slash. I see him getting rebounds when need be. I mean, he's young, and that means he have time to grow. So just think about it. He's only going to get better. He's 6'7". I forget his wingspan, but the kid can play. And that leads me to ask y'all this one question right here. Can Dottier help the Knicks this season? Now, we all seen the injury to Shamet last night, and Shamet was our small forward coming off the bench, and I don't know how long he's going to be out. I'm going to be real. I don't know how long he's going to be out, and the season about to start. So do y'all think he can step in right now and replace Shamet? And if you look at the way he was shooting the ball, it's just as smooth and as better. Actually, his shot, we got the opportunity. He looked more consistent than Shamet. And he's shooting 39% for his career from downtown. So I don't expect this kid to get better. And I'm going to say it again. He's sneaky good. You know what I'm saying? You look at him, you don't think he can play the way he could. He's athletic. He's long, 6'7", another big body that can get out there and guard and rebound. This is why the New York Knicks drafted this kid. I know everybody, I ask myself that question. What did the Knicks see in this kid? What did Leon Rose see in this kid? And he answered tonight. Now, like I said, we're going to get to see how things play out come Friday night, the last preseason for the New York Knicks. And we're going to see how Tibbs run that rotation. If we see Hooker Porty first big off the bench and we see this kid coming out there, because, you know, Tibbs might just go with T.J. Warren. And T.J. Warren did look good last night. I'm not going to lie to you. T.J. Warren, if you think about T.J. Warren and what he did back in the bubble, was he almost averaging 31 points a game. He even had a 50-pointer. You know what I'm saying? I know 53 or 50 point. I know he had a 50-pointer in that bubble. He can score. So would Tibbs go with him over the young fella? Dottie. Let me know in the comments who y'all think Tibbs should put in there. Dottie or how did I just forget his name? Warren, TJ Warren in there. I think now that's a toss up, but I really would like to see uh this young guy out there. Warren, he looked like he's still trying to find himself with the team. And this guy, Dottie, looked like he already know his role with the team. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Don't forget to hit the like button if y'all been here watching this long. But yeah, tell me what y'all think. Hit me in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget the notification bell. And with that being said, I want everybody to stay safe, stay healthy. God bless and peace.